guest this week has been Rich Dykstra from Dykstra Home Services.
I know, but it's chilly in this studio. It's because AC is running, and I figured it would be no better time to talk to an AC and heating professional. Listen, last time we had you on, Rich, we were talking about, and again, Rich Dykstra with Dykstra Home Services. We were talking about first-time homebuyer advice. What are we going to, what's your advice for first-time homebuyers? Now the people have bought the home, the buyers have bought the home, and it's year one. Do I have to keep up with the maintenance with the AC and heating units?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these units, they don't take care of themselves, right? And if you've been in the house a year, now you kind of know some of the ins and outs and nuances of the house, and, are all the areas of the house comfortable? Are there any discomforts? You start to learn that type of stuff. But then also, say everything is working, and we're not thinking about it, which, that tends to happen too.
Ideally.
Right? Ideally. Right.
Ideally, we don't want to talk. We don't want to think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. No one really wants to think about it daily or be uncomfortable or have issues. So say a year goes by and everything's going smooth. That equipment still needs to be taken care of and maintained. So filter changes, those are something that the homeowner should be doing, and if they're not, we can teach them how. But then at the same time, we're going to go through that equipment thoroughly to clean it, to check it, to make sure it's operating properly, efficiently, and safely. And that's something that you're going to have to do every year, or should do every year. Certainly if it's new equipment under warranty, that manufacturer warranty is going to require that it's getting maintained by a professional to maintain that warranty.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, so if there's a manufacturer warranty and you're lucky enough to have a piece of equipment that's newer, covered by the manufacturer, and maybe you bought the house and the sellers did some things to fix it up, and one of them included a new furnace and air. That's great, but that warranty isn't worth anything if the equipment isn't being maintained by a professional. You have to have proof of maintenance. So we deal with the Carrier product, which is a pretty well-known manufacturer. They're the largest here in the U.S. And, in their warranty, it says the equipment has to be maintained every year by a certified professional for us to, honor the warranty.
So let me ask you this, and I probably shouldn't ask you this because you should never, as an attorney, you never ask a question you don't know the answer to. But I don't know the answer to this.
I'm scared right now.
Do you have an ongoing service where someone can hire you guys, and you guys would come out every year and do a
great question
and do a checkup on this
right.
equipment?
Yeah, there's two ways folks can go about it. I mean, the one way, which is kind of all-encompassing, is to have the service contract. So, you can make monthly payments, or you can pay for it all at once, and that's going to cover your annual maintenance, both in the fall for the furnace, again in the spring for the air conditioner. But then what it'll also do, if you're a maintenance contract customer, is it's going to protect you from any overtime fees. So whether it's nights, days, holiday, weekends, you pay straight time. There's priority service, especially when it's peak hours. You're going to get priority. And then there's discounts on repairs. So those are things that we offer for customers that maybe have an older piece of equipment that doesn't have a warranty, and they want to kind of buffer themselves from those high, repair costs on older equipment. Or you can just call us pre-season. Like right now is a great time to start calling and scheduling your furnace inspection. You get it for a little less, and we come out, you pay the guy when he's done, and you beat the rush. We know everything's running safe before it gets cold. So like September is a great month to have your furnace inspected. Your system's down maybe an hour or two. You'll be fine. It should be nice out.
Because what happens is that everybody's stuff goes down at the same time. Right?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Right, because the wave comes in and it just everybody's.
Oh yeah.
So
hey,
everybody's
it's hot
calling,
out. Yeah.
And you don't know who to call.
It's hot outside. I'm going to put the air conditioning down to 65. I bet as an AC guy, I'm sure you love hearing that.
You call your guy, but he's busy because he's good, and so the only person you're going to be you're going to be caught with someone who's maybe not be so good because
you're fired up. Imagine being a homeowner and being fired up about this.
This is so important.
It is important. I have one last question, real quick. If I got to get duct cleaning, is that part of the maintenance?
That's a separate service that we certainly offer, and one that's not required every year. NADCA, that's your North American Duct Cleaning Association, recommends every 5 to 8 years. And that depends on how many people are in the house.
That's so important. Yeah, that's so important.
So when we're going out and they're doing annual inspections, we can check the ductwork. How does it look? Is it clean? Is it disgusting? So that's a good time to make those recommendations and point things out that you wouldn't know otherwise.